Alright, Culture Gang, welcome to the very first episode of our first live, actually, on YouTube. I want to do something a little different, instead of doing my typical videos, just breaking down Boruto, predictions, reviews, and all that stuff. I was thinking, you know what? Let's do a ranking show, and let's do it on live, and I decided, just be more engaged with you guys as well, too, and, just build a more community that I want to build with you guys, calling it the Culture Gang. So I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get in, and before we start, we'll start talking about, all these Boruto characters. I have about 32. I know I missed a lot. There was just a lot, and I couldn't remember them all. But hopefully I remembered, the good ones in there, and we'll give our rankings, and you let me know if you guys agree with it or not. So, God's Dirty Hands, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it, man. I'll just wait for a few more people to get in, then we'll just get right into it. God's Dirty Hands, how far are you in Boruto? Have you watched it? You just fell off? What's your thoughts on it so far? Are you watching Boruto? Okay. Like I said before, I'm using this stream right now to, to build a community with you guys, and hopefully, we could probably do a monthly live or a bi-weekly live or a weekly live, just, depending if you guys want it or not. And some other ideas that I want to come up with is, do ranking of Black Clover characters as well, too. Can't do all of them because there's just so many characters. Probably think about doing a Spade War arc and the current final arc right now. Also, I'm thinking about doing, best coach team from, from 2000 to now. What are our favorite teams? How do we rank them and all that stuff. And also, with God's Dirty Hands, he's a big Eagles fan. We'll do the same thing as well, too, with the Eagles. We'll rank, from 2000 to current. And we'll rank those teams, from S, A, B, C, D, and all that stuff. And just give our opinion why we put those teams in that category right now. So, I think we'll just go to the first one right now. Get it started. At this right here, I came up, with these characters. Hopefully, like I said before, guys, probably forgot a lot of them. There's just so many right now. I'll just move myself down here. Right. Yep. So like I said before, guys, we have 32 right now. Characters. Like I said before, I probably missed a whole bunch, so I apologize if I did that. But right now, I just couldn't remember everybody. So, first up, let me see who's the first person that I want to touch on first. Konohamaru, the man who had the most upside of the beginning of Naruto. You remember him as a kid? He fought one of the pains and even destroyed one. We had that sense of, okay, and a couple years from now, he'll be somebody significant in the Boruto verse. But unfortunately, this man has been a walking L in Boruto, and even in the anime as well too. And I can't really remember a really great moment in Boruto. I was like, oh shit, we need Konohamaru. Konohamaru needs to save us. No. He has been a non-factor in the Ishiki arc. He's been a non-factor right now. Well, a non-factor in the Prophecy arc right now. He had a little minor moment in what was it again? In the beginning, with the school arc and all that stuff. Really nothing, just, showing off that he could summon toads and all that stuff in the academy arc and all that stuff. Besides that, it really has not been a factor. Jigen has whooped his ass. Koji has whooped his ass. And anime too, as well too. Ishiki whooped his ass as well too, and right now he's been a walking out. So unfortunately, guys, Konohamaru is a D character in Boruto right now. If you guys disagree, let me know why. But as of right now, I'm putting him in D. I heard Sakura is your number one. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. In Boruto, she is really good, and I can see. We'll do her next right now. Let me get some water right now. Next up, for God's Dirty Hands, we'll do Sakura. If you guys, this is a ranking of Boruto characters. We're not talking about what she did in Naruto Shippuden or, the crybaby in the first, part of Naruto. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about Sakura and Boruto. And Sakura did have some really good moments in Boruto when she went up against Shin. And, it was able to hold up her own against him. And also, I think, the other thing that they released too was the Sasuke novel, where she was a pivotal factor in as well too. But fortunately, in Boruto lately, she doesn't really have been a factor at all. Besides healing Sasuke when he came back from losing against Jigen and all that stuff. So besides that, she really hasn't really done much in my opinion. For her to put her up there in the BAS category. So right now, Sakura is going into the C tier. She's been okay. Nothing too major. And as of right now, could she be a force moving forward? Possibly, due to what's going on in the manga right now with Naruto and Hinata being gone. Like I said before, guys, this right here is spoiler heavy. So if you're not caught up to Boruto chapter 79, probably going to be spoiling a lot of what's going on right now. Next up, who should we do now? Who should be next? The mother of the kids, Hinata. She has not fought once in Boruto. She has just been a typical old-fashioned mother, quote-unquote, back in the day, where she's just home every day, cooking, cleaning, not really much, being a typical great mother that she is. But fortunately, she hasn't really had a great, outstanding moment in Boruto. And the only moment I can really think of the most is that when she smacked the living shit out of Kawaki, when Kawaki said that, I should have did a better job at killing your son. Besides that, she really hasn't done much at all in the Boruto-verse. So she hasn't activated her Byakugan probably even once throughout Boruto. And unfortunately, somebody who she was, great in Shippuden and also in the Naruto last movie, like, she was, formidable as well. But fortunately, can't put her in B, C. Hinata and Boruto. I'm talking about Boruto only. She's a D character right now. I'm sorry, but if you guys disagree, let me know why. Okay, who should we do next? Let's go with Damon. Damon right here is one of my favorite characters all of Boruto, especially when he got introduced. And his ability is so OP with the affecting ability. When you have the ability to intend to kill him, he's gonna affect it back to you even twice fold and it basically destroy you. And don't forget, guys, if you remember I believe it was the final episode of the Boruto anime where Code and Kawaki is going at it, and Code was about when Kawaki is about to blast away Code, he pulled out Damon from Ada from his top of his head and was able to reflect the blast, basically knocking out Kawaki. And as of right now, even when, like I said before, guys, this is spoiler heavy, so you guys are not caught up with Boruto chapter 79. I will be spoiling for you. But even when Cole got his limiters removed, Damon put the beats on Cole, whooping his ass. And then, when he came to the Konoha village, he walked around saying, "There ain't nobody here strong enough for me." Until we know he's seen, him and Wario later on. But overall, Damon is a very, very dangerous character right now in Boruto. So I'm going to put him in the A tier. Just because we have not seen him, his true ability. We haven't really seen him go all out. Like, yes, we see him go against Cole without his limiters, but it was a one-sided fight. Like, nothing could do against him. So as of right now, definitely A tier character for me. So comment below, guys. Let me know if you guys agree with Damon being the A tier character. Okay. The four Kazekage. We haven't really seen them much throughout Boruto, since the Momoshiki arc. And unfortunately, Momoshiki was whooping their asses. To the point that Boruto and Sasuke had to come and save them. And right now, they haven't really played a major factor in the Boruto anime or the manga as well, too. Besides when they're having meetings, talk about, Momoshiki and Boruto, Kawaki, Kara, and all that stuff. Besides that, they really haven't really been showcased at all. Yes, at the time they're living in peace and all that stuff, but fortunately they haven't really played, a factor like they did in Shippuden. And as of right now, they're just more of taking care of their village, typical Hokages, not doing really much, out the way while everybody else take care of everything. So Gar and all of them, like I said before, when they came to the Hidden Leaf, for the the Chunin exam, and when they fought against Momoshiki just bodied all of them. So right now, even if more Suits was to come by with Shibai, or there was a fight against Damon, fight against Code, I don't think they could even put up a good fight against them. So fortunately, I'm gonna put the four Kazekages in the C tier. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you agree with it? Disagree with it? So, okay. Who should we go up next? Kashi Koji. When Kashi Koji got introduced for the first time in the manga, everybody was stunned. Wow. So many speculations were thinking about, was he a clone of Jiraiya? Because, him, summoning the Toad, using the Rasengan against Konohamaru. It was just so epic. And then, when he burnt up Victor like it was nothing, beating down Konohamaru. And also, him going against Jigen, against his car mark. And also, when he fought Ishiki as well, too. And, mind you, Ishiki whooped his ass. I'm not going to deny that. Ishiki whooped this man's ass. But we haven't seen him since that time. And for that impact that he came in, it was truly great. And, that right there was, fire times for the Boruto manga around that time where Kashi Koji came in as a car member and all that stuff. And then, when his true identity was revealed that he was Jiraiya and all that stuff. So right there, I'm going to put him in the B tier. Because right now we haven't seen him since, that Ishiki fight. And he's out wondering, where is he right now? Probably healing and all that stuff. Getting ready for the big battle in the time skip. Argap, what's up, my guy? Thank you for joining the stream. Do you agree with, Kashi Koji being a beer, member? And also, currently what my ranking is right now, what do you think about these rankings? Do you agree with it, disagree with it? What's your thoughts on it so far? Who should we go with next? Victor, the scientist. Didn't really have much of play in the manga. In the anime, they gave him a little filler with, the deep and all stuff, which was pretty good as well too, where he was able to, recreate, the chakra tree. But fortunately, he didn't really have a major factor with the car and all that stuff. And when Kashi Koji came around, thinking that he was one of the people that was trying to, I forgot was it with Kawaki and all that stuff, but I think he was, one of the snitches in the car. And with Victor right there, when he got burnt up, he didn't really have a major factor in the Boruto manga or in the anime as well too. He's more of a forgettable one of the car members. So I'm gonna put Victor in a D tier. Sakura should be higher. Where do you think Sakura should be at? Kashi Koji, agree. Damon should be S. Interesting. The reason I didn't put him S is just because, we didn't really see, him really go all out. What is the criteria? This, not really much. I'm just going off, really impact into the story right now. Major fights, major plot twists and all that stuff. Just, overall, those type of things. Okay. Let's go with Ishiki, a.k.a. Jigen. This man was a pure menace in the Boruto manga. And we will never forget him, his backstory with Kawaki, the way he abused him as a kid. Also, when he popped up and, just walked into Naruto's house and took his shoes off and said, hey, well, I think he walked in with his shoes on and he told Naruto, hey, I apologize. I still have my shoes on. Very elegant man. Took him to another dimension with Naruto and Sasuke and just put the living beats on our favorite characters of all time. And he was able to destroy both of them. Even when they activated, Naruto with his Kyuubi mood, and also when Sasuke activated his Susanoo, and he was just kick him out those forms. Just that right there was just pure menacing and just showcase of how strong he really is. And then with him against Kashi Koji, and Kashi Koji burning him up to the point where Jigen couldn't use his Karma to absorb the fire because it was a pure fire, and then he had to activate his body, getting out of his Jigen's body to activate his Susuke form, which is Ishiki, and that fight right there was truly amazing against Naruto and Baryon mode. And as of right now, he was the last true menace of the Boruto series, like somebody that was a big threat to the Boruto verse and all that stuff. And he left, a lasting imprint in the Boruto series, with Kawaki, Naruto losing Kurama, and all that stuff. So right there, Ishiki is the S tier character. Easily one of my favorite characters of all of Naruto and Boruto. All of them. I could put him probably maybe top 10. Alright, next, Metal Lee. Metal Lee, the son of Rock Lee. Somebody who had a lot of potential, but in the anime, sometimes he's scared to, to be him, or, showcase his true ability and all that stuff. And Metal Lee really hasn't really had a big impact in the anime or the manga as well either. Like, he's just really a forgettable character right now. And I can't really say a good moment that he really had in all of Boruto. Like, there's nothing really he has done. He's been more of a side character, literally on the sidelines the entire time of Boruto. So unfortunately, I can't really put him a C. I gotta have to put him a D. Like, there's nothing he has really done in all of Boruto. The only one good scene he had, I believe he was fighting his father, and I believe he activated the fourth gate, and then Rock Lee just shut him the hell down, and I think that's what happened. Besides that, Metal Lee really hasn't had a real big key factor in Boruto. Who's next up? Yeah, I was just talking about that fight right there, where I think Rock Lee was trying to, have him come out of his shell and, showcase that he is, somebody can be formidable. But unfortunately, since then, he really hasn't done much. Like, I just can't really see where, I could put him in C or B. Okay, next up, Code. What can I say about Code? This man has been a walking L2 like Konohamaru. He's somebody who's very obsessed with the Hosusuke ways, and somebody who adored Jigen and all that stuff, to the point where he had to get limiters on, put on him, so he wouldn't, have Jigen feel some type of way, because Code was stronger than Jigen at the time, so he had to put a limiter on him. Also, he has a defective karma mark as well too. And since Ishiki, passed away, and he, left his will for the Hosusuke ways on Code, Code has some okay moments. As we haven't seen his true ability yet. Mind you, he has fought against Kawaki when he didn't have the karma mark, and he was whooping Kawaki's ass. Then Boruto came in and used, his karma mark, and he was able to, head on head with Code. And then Momoshiki took over, and then he started whooping Code's ass. And then Kawaki got his karma mark again, and Kawaki started whooping his ass. And then he finally got his limiters off, and Damon whooped his ass. And then he lost, his crew with Ada and Damon, where to the point where he went back, with the 10 tails and started condensing it and started making an army. And since then, we really haven't seen Code since, that whole issue with Damon and all that stuff. And for me personally, if I had to give Code, I wouldn't put him A just yet. Once, he, attacks the Hidden Leaf, I'd probably push him to an A, or maybe see him, take somebody big down. As of right now, I can't really put him that high just yet. For me personally, I'm going to put Code in the B tier. Like I said, eventually he'll move up to A, dictating what his plan is against the Hidden Leaf, and once he, invaded and who he fights again. I just don't see what he truly can be. Unfortunately, he fought somebody that was too OP against Damon. So I want to see, somebody, him against Sasuke, or him against Rock Lee, or Konohamaru. Unfortunately, he'll probably whoop Konohamaru's ass. But I just don't see Code again fight somebody else. As of right now, I just put him in the B tier. But eventually, he will be an A tier. All right. Who is next? Sasuke. Sasuke. One of my favorite characters of all of Naruto. If you guys don't know, I have a tattoo right here of Sasuke and Itachi. But unfortunately, we're talking about Boruto. And he has some really good moments, against the Shin arc, with him and Sakura fighting against Shin. He also, came in, against Momoshiki, where that battle right there with Naruto and Sasuke was one of the best fights in all of, I can say, of all of Naruto as well too. I'll say that. And then, he fought against Ichiki, was really getting his ass whooped. He lost his Rinnegan, And besides that, he's been more of a mentor towards Boruto throughout. Hold on, he's been more of a mentor towards Boruto, throughout the whole entire series. And we really had him see him fight since the Ishiki fight. And I'm thinking, and plus he's been out investigating everything about the whole car, the car marks for code and all that stuff. As of right now, maybe chapter 80, we'll probably see Sasuke fight again, but we haven't seen him really do anything really crazy. I mean, yes, he did cut off Kawaki's arm the one time he ran to the office, and he did put a sword to Kawaki's neck as well, too, when he came in, trying to kill Sado and Boruto as well, too. So, as of right now, sorry, guys. Sasuke should be an S, but just really hasn't done much in Boruto since the Ishiki fight. And he hasn't really done... He didn't really do much in the Ishiki fight as well, either. And then Jigen bodying him as well, too. Gotta put Sasuke in the A tier, man. I would love to put him in S. He belongs in the S, but unfortunately, this is Boruto, not Shippuden. If it was Shippuden, obviously, he'll be an S. But right now, guys, I gotta put him in the A side. If you guys disagree, please tell me why. And also, for all the new viewers coming in, hit the like button. Hopefully we'll push out this my first live as well, too. And if all for the new viewers as well, too, comment below and let me know what you guys think about my ranking so far. Do you guys disagree with it? If so, tell me why. Alright. Who should we do next? Let's do Sukuna, aka Momoshiki. This man has been a burden on Boruto's life since, Boruto defeated him in the Momoshiki arc. And not till I say maybe past year and a half, we've seen more of Momoshiki just being a pure menace to Boruto. Just reminding him day in and day out, like, hey, the prophecy's coming soon. You are gonna lose everything eventually. And when that day comes, I'm just going to sit back, laugh, and enjoy while your life is just falling in utter chaos. And Momoshiki did come in clutch one time for Boruto when, Kawaki one-shot him through his chest. And Momoshiki had to, give up, opportunity of taking over Boruto. So he had to heal him up with the car mark and all that stuff. So he was able to give him that giant scar. But fortunately, Momoshiki would just be there, as a vessel. He lost the chance to be, Boruto's full vessel 100% of the time. But Momoshiki has been, pure menace to Boruto, like I said before, since he came into the picture. And as of right now, with the prophecy coming true right now with Boruto literally losing everything and Momoshiki just loving it, grinning, just having the time of his life while he just see Boruto's demise. As of right now, I'm going to put him with the S tier next to Ishiki because as of right now, the worst is yet to come, I believe. And one of my predictions for Boruto Chapter 80, I said that Boruto will have, a clash with 4 people. Mitsuki, Sasuke, and Kawaki. The fourth, I meant to say third, not fourth, but after he fights Sasuke and realizing that he had to beat Mitsuki, Konohamaru, and Sasuke, I feel like he will lose the will to live. In that moment, I feel like Momoshiki going to take over the body, just how Sukuna take over Megami's body, and just pushing Megami to the abyss, where Momoshiki would just be, him at all times. So as of right now, Momoshiki is the S tier character. Alright, who should we do next? I can't remember. I believe his name is Tentu? Can't really remember his name. He was really in the beginning of the Mujin arc, where he was a rich kid. Boruto had to watch over him. I believe his father was somebody special in his village and all that stuff. So Boruto had to play babysitter for him. He got kidnapped against Mujin. Besides that, he was just a spoiled brat. Eventually, towards the end of the arc, he became this okay character or whatever, I guess. Unfortunately, Tensu didn't really have a major factor at all. Boruto, somebody you could probably truly forget. Even if me bringing him right now, you guys are holy shit. I forgot all about him. So for Tensu, gonna put him in a dear character. As of right now, guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this ranking list. What's your thoughts about it? Is it alright? Do you guys disagree with it? If you do disagree with it, tell me why. And if you do agree with it, tell me why do you agree with it as well too? Just want to have a conversation as well too about this ranking right here. Okay. Who should we do next? Naruto. This right here, Boruto is quote unquote a Naruto reboot. As of right now, we see Naruto in the peaceful era right now. And once Momoshiki started coming in, it was just pure chaos for Naruto. And when he sacrificed for the village and Momoshiki was able to capture him, take him to another dimension and all that stuff. But when I tell you guys, that fight between Momoshiki and Naruto was one of the best fights, like I said before, in the entire Naruto and Boruto verse. The entire. And then when he go against Jigen, no, first he went against Delta. I totally forgot about that. I skipped over the Delta fight. And we just see Naruto just use a big ass Rasengan over and over and over and over. So got to overdrive and just burn herself out. And that right there was pretty cool right there. And then we see him go against Jigen. The fight was really good until, Jigen activated his karma mark and was just whooping both their asses with Naruto and Sasuke. And then we see him against Ishiki. And Ishiki once again has the upper hand against Naruto. And then, with Naruto on the cusp of dying, he was able to, activate a new form, which is, one of the best forms of all of, Naruto, Baryon mode. And when he activated Baryon mode, that right there broke the internet with the manga and the anime as well too. And that fight right there was truly amazing. But since then, with every time he fought, Ishiki was punching him, I believe he was losing. Kurama was losing, his lifespan as well too. And once he lost Kurama, Naruto really basically became normal again. But that doesn't stop me there because, Naruto in that Baryon mode was truly something electrifying and something that we can never forget. And that right there is one of the best moments of all of Boruto. I'm going to put Naruto at the S tier. And as of right now, if you guys are not caught up with Boruto Chapter 79, he is no longer a factor in this story right now. And I think for a long time coming as well too. So right now, Boruto is going to be in the S tier column. Alright. Like I said before, guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this ranking so far. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? And if you do disagree with it, why do you disagree with it? I just want to get you to know your point of views as well. Alright. But yeah, the reason why I can't put Sasuke S is because, he didn't really have that most defining moment in Boruto like he did in Shippuden. You're lucky. If he wasn't S tier, I was leaving. Guys, already hand just for that. D tier. I'm kidding, man. All right, who should we do next? Let's do Delta. Delta is one of the Karma members. She, was with Kashikoji, watching over the Hidden Leaf, seeing, where they were trying to find Kawaki and all that stuff. And eventually she got tired of waiting and just hopped into the village and was ready to, start some shit. And Naruto versus Delta, well, to me personally, a fantastic fight. I really enjoyed that fight. And with her eye beams, that right there was truly badass, and her legs as well too, being basically like a rocket type thing. That was right there was really cool. Oh my god, holy shit. Give me a second, guys. Alright. Yeah, like I said before, that fight right there was truly good as well too. And then with Naruto just using the big ass Rasengan over and over and over again, she was able to absorb it, with I believe it was through her eyes or like that middle thing she had in the middle of her head. I just can't remember. It's been a long time since I read or saw that fight. But with Naruto just using that big ass Rasengan over and over and over again to the point she had to get to hit overdrive and basically destroy her. And then we see her like a little pilot go over, take her back to Amado and all that stuff, and then Amado had multiple, Delta versions. As we get more to the manga, we see why Amado had multiple versions of Delta, because she is a version of his daughter. As of right now, she's an ally of the Hidden Leaf. aka I believe her name is Bronco, not Delta anymore. And she was activated when Ada, came into the Hidden Leaf. And unfortunately, with Ada's lovability, she became a non-factor. And right now, Amuro's plan is to well, it was have somehow Kawaki implant the karma mark on Delta, I believe, so he can like somehow bring her back to life and all that stuff. But as of right now, Delta, I think she's a pretty badass character. I love Delta, with Naruto versus Naruto. That there was a good fight as well too. Unfortunately, I believe Naruto told Boruto and Kawaki to stay in the sidelines because I don't think I think she probably would have whooped both their asses at that time. So with Delta, I'm gonna put her at B because that fight was really really good. All right. Who else? Who else? Who else? Himawari. Himawari is the daughter of Naruto and Hinata. She really hasn't really had a major factor into the series besides, the one time with Delta, with Billy Boruto and Kawaki training. She was there, and like I believe Delta almost blew her ass up, but luckily Kawaki jumped in the way to save her and all that stuff. And besides that, she's really been in the sidelines. I believe the anime had a filler arc with her, training to learn in an academy and all that stuff. And I believe it was chapter 75, 74. I can't really remember, guys. Where Damon runs outside and runs to Himawari, and he was like in utter shock, like, she is the strongest out of everybody in this village. And when that right there, he said that, it just threw, the entire Boruto community in a frenzy, like, how is she the strongest? And maybe she, like, could be quote unquote the Teen Gohan of, the Boruto verse right now. But fortunately, we haven't really seen her, true powers. I believe the one time she had her Byakugan when they were kids and Boruto ripped the teddy bear's head. Besides that, when she knocked him out, and I believe knocked out Naruto out. Besides that, we haven't really seen Himawari really, be some, a force to be working with, like how Damon sees her and all that stuff. For unfortunately, Himawari can jump to a B or A and the time skip. But this is right now, we're talking about currently right now, chapter 79. As of now, Himawari is a C with potential going to the A mark after, the time skip. So right now, Himawari is a C tier character. But like I said before, potential should jump to an A or B. Until we see the time skip, can't really put her B or A. This is more of a what if for her. Okay. Who's next? Next. Sada. The daughter of Sakura and Sasuke. For some reason, has a Sharingan, but have to wear glasses. That's a conversation for another day. But anyways, she played a pivotal role against Baro, where she became the team captain of Team 7, and she devised a plan to for everybody to take down Baro, and it was the first time we see her use the Chidori, and that right there was such a badass moment right there. And besides that, since then she hasn't really played a pivotal role. Like I thought she would play a big factor moving forward, but unfortunately she did not. And this past few chapters, we know when Boruto got his scar and all that stuff, she popped up and saying like, hey, as a Hokage, can't let you do what you want to do against Boruto, and I'm going to have to save him. And when she didn't activate her Sharingan, I was like, Sada, I think Kaoki's, on apeshit mode right now, and he's wilding out right now. You should be on full go all the time because Kaoki's not somebody you want to mess with. And then there was one time they were training, I believe in chapter 50 or whatever it was, where he, made his arm to a blade and was about to cut her, but Boruto was able to stop him. Like, come on, Sada, why, you gotta be better than this and all that stuff. And we haven't seen her use the Chidori since the bar. And I wish we could see more of the Chidori from her, but unfortunately we haven't. But I feel like on time scale, like I said with Himawari, she's gonna play a pivotal role as well too, with everything's going on. So as of right now, I'm gonna put her in the B tier. Time skip, yes, she could probably move up to an A, but as of right now, we're gonna keep her at B. As of right now, guys, definitely like this stream. Push it out there so we can get more viewers in here. And I appreciate everybody that's in here right now. And also comment below and let me know what you guys think about how my ranking is right now. Do you disagree with some things? If you do, why? And also if you agree with it, tell me why as well too. Okay, who else should we do? Since we talked about Burrow, we'll Burrow up there as well too. Burrow, one of the car members, and somebody who had his own religious belief when it came to certain things, where he had his own cult and all that stuff in the anime, which expanded his character as well too. Because in the Boruto manga, you didn't really know much about Boruto. He was just a member fighting. That was it. But in the anime, kind of expanded it, which that was a perfect by them. And he was the one who was watching over Naruto when Jigen captured him. That he was in like a giant, like, how can I say that, like a pot in a sense. And that's when Naruto and Kawaki came. And at first, Baro was putting the beats on the entire Team 7, whooping their asses, using his poison gas. And as of right now, that was his moves as well too. And another thing too, with I believe it was Kawaki and Boruto, they unison their move together and blew his entire top of his chest off. But somehow he was able to regenerate very quickly. So one thing about Baro, he was able to move his heart around. I believe it was his heart or his core around his body at any will. And Sada was able to pinpoint that. And then, Sada, Shidori his ass, and he was able to hold his core. And that's when, Baro lost all, sense, and he just started going berserk and just transformed to a giant Ursula. That's the best way to put it. I mean, yeah, he looked like a giant octopus, but for me, he looked like a giant-ass Ursula. And that's when he started whooping everybody's ass, and he was pounding out Boruto to the ground, punching him, just whooping his ass. Where, Momoshiki took over Boruto's body for the first time and used the giant Rasengan on his ass and basically obliterated Baro. So for that, I'll put Baro in the C. Because right now, he was definitely good. And I like, with him being there, it developed, Sada to, for her to become the captain of Team 7. Like I said before, guys, comment below and let me know what you guys think about this ranking list right now. Do you agree with it, disagree with it? And if you do agree with it, let me know as well too. And also, if you can like that button, I definitely appreciate it. And everybody who here is viewing, I appreciate it as well too. Okay. Who should we do next? We'll do Sumire. Funny fact, guy. I mean, hold on. I butchered that right there. Fun fact, guys. Sumire was never a manga character, I believe. She was an anime only. And I guess she became probably, a popular character in Japan, where they put Sumire in the manga. And she's, I believe she's the class rep and all that stuff. And then she ran out, and currently in the Boruto, I think, maybe chapter 50? She's been close with Amado. And right now, since there, she's always been monitoring Amado's move. And maybe I believe she's a spy for, Shikamaru and always come back to him with any, do you have any disbelief who Amado is? If you have any secrets, let me know and stuff. So right now, I believe she's a spy. But fortunately, she's always in the sidelines just worrying what's going on and stuff. And she does care for Kawaki. Like, she's always there every time when Kawaki and Boruto are always getting their asses beat and always in the hospital, healing them up and all that stuff. But as of right now, she's like more of an assistant, quote unquote, for Amado. But I can see, she's really a spy for Shikamaru. And she really hasn't really paid a major factor. I mean, besides when she was in the house with Ada, with Sada and all that stuff. As of right now, she is immune to, history being rewritten by Ada. But besides that, I feel like she might play a bigger role in the time skip as well too. So as of right now, Sumire, I'm gonna put in her. Damn, I'm conflicted now with either C or D. So I'll put her at C. Like I said, for in time skip, she could probably definitely move up no higher than a B. Okay. Who else should we do? Kenshin, one of the Susukis, and that battle with him and Sasuke. And one of the other dimensions, that right there was truly, truly amazing. That right there, the choreography, the animation, everything was just so well done. I was in complete awe. Like, I feel like I was watching a Star Wars movie, the way how they were just fighting at such lightning speed as well too. And Sasuke, Kenshin almost went for the killing blow against Sasuke, but he was able to use his Rinnegan and switch himself with the statue. That right there was so damn badass. And unfortunately, I can't remember what happened to him in the Momoshiki. I believe he sacrificed himself to make himself to a chakra fruit. So him and Momoshiki confused. And after that, he's been gone since then. So for me, I'm going to put Kishi at a C. That Sasuke battle with him too was truly, truly magnificent. Something truly to behold. So I'm gonna put him at C. All right. Next up, we'll do Mugen or Mugen. I forgot. He was one of the bandits. I believe he was like a low car member. He stole, I believe, or steal Tento, and I believe he wanted some money and all that stuff. And he was like one of the first kind of villains in Boruto. Was it before the Momoshiki arc or after? Can't remember. But anyways, he's one of the first villains in there. Him and Boruto, it was a kind of a good fight. I believe he had a big ass mouth and he was able to crush people and all that stuff. But besides that, really nothing to really remember. He just had some intel for the for the Kara, when Sasuke basically was like, "Hey, do you know who the hell I am? Yeah, you're gonna tell me everything you know about the Kara and all that stuff." Besides that, he's a rat for that. And besides that, really no big impact in the Boruto series. Just somebody that's forgettable. So for Mugen, I'm gonna put him in the D tier. Yes, I think they expanded his development more in the Boruto anime with Boruto and Mitsuki going to prison and all that stuff. I can't really remember much about that. Besides that, he hasn't really played a big factor. All right, next up, Sai. Sai was a very cool character in Naruto. I liked him in the Shippuden. Besides that, him being grown up, he's been more of playing that leadership role in Boruto for the kids, and also playing the second fiddle to Shikamaru and all that stuff. Besides that, really haven't done much. Besides him geeking out over Ada's love ability, which he does have a beautiful wife as well too. Besides that, I really haven't seen Sai fight at all in Boruto as well either. So really haven't done much. So besides that, I can't really say nothing much about Sai. But besides that, D tier character. If you guys disagree, tell me why. But I can't put him at C. Cannot. All right. Next up, we have Shin. And I liked his character. I believe his powers like the metal and stuff. And he fought against Sakura and Sasuke. Besides, I don't think Naruto fought him. I think it was just only Sakura and Sasuke that fought him. Besides that fight was really, really good as well too. And also, I believe we've seen the fathership of Sasuke was being one of the worst of fucking all of anime. You want to talk about Goku being a bad dad? In the beginning, Sasuke is one shit. He forgot how his daughter even looked like. Besides that fight right there was really good as well too. And Sakura put herself into that C tier character as well too, and just showcased how strong she got since she's gotten older. So for Shin, I'm gonna put him at C tier, because that arc he had, that was one of my favorite arcs of all of Boruto. So that right there was definitely a good battle as well too. And I believe he had like a million of those little guys right there. I can't remember their names, or I just cannot remember it. But I believe they all went with Kabuto and all that stuff. Like he's watching over the kids and stuff. But besides that, not really much to say. But I feel like we could have gone more deep into Orochimaru's testing. I believe he was created by Momochimaru. If I'm wrong, comment below, guys. All right, we're getting last to the really good ones left. His name is Mugen. He was introduced in the Owl arc. In the anime, they introduced his character a little bit more. Went a little bit more adventures with Boruto and Konohamaru, I believe, and Team 7. Can't really remember much, but he was introduced in the Owl arc, and as of right now, they were in a bandit. I mean, they're in a tough spot right now against Owl, and he sacrificed himself. In the manga, it didn't really had a big significance because okay, another character died. We'll just move on from him. But in the anime, they expanded him to probably care a little bit more for him, and that death right there was really hurt Boruto and all that stuff. And I think it had more of an impact better in the anime than in the manga. So for him, I'm gonna put him in D tier character as well too. And Sacrifice didn't really mean much because they end up finding Owl in the next chapter anyways. And then talk about Owl. That right there was really, really, I think before everything, these later chapters was one of the best ones of Boruto in the beginning. And that scene with him and Boruto going at it, and even the anime, I think the anime did justice with that fight as well too, was really, really good. And oh my god, And I believe if you guys remember, I was in Shippuden as well too, where I believe he was with Shikamaru's father and Inu's father when the Ten Tails blast hit the the base of the rat and destroy them, but he's able to survive. But fortunately, him being rebuilt and all that stuff, basically like Darth Vader was, he just had that hatred towards humans and all that stuff, and just hatred, the Shinobi. But that fight with him and Boruto, and also we got Kashikoji later on as well too, or I believe in the same time, exact time. But that fight was really, really good. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. So comment below, guys. Let me know, Let me know what you guys think about this. List so far. Do you guys agree with it, or is there some things that we can improve on? Or if you do agree with it, tell me why as well too. Okay. Next up, we got Team 10. Team 10 with Shikadai, Sai, Son. I can't remember his name. Inoue? And God damn, what's his name? The guy who does like the big dude that expands himself. Colt. I can't remember the name. I sorry guys, I'm totally butchering it right now. But we're gonna go with the Team 10. And Team 10 right now has been playing a little minor factor in the manga lately. We know when Amado came in, he put the collar around Shikadai, which was a bomb, but later on was a fake bomb. And that right there, they really haven't played a major role either in the Boruto verse either. But when Boruto was seeing the future, he saw that Team 10 was at the Kawaki, quote unquote. We thought so. Well, besides that, they really haven't done much. I think they could possibly be a C tier in the time skip, but right now, I'm gonna put them a D tier. Just want to say you're doing a great job, and I'm proud of you. Even though you ain't put your favorite character, Sakura, higher. Oh man, that guy's an asshole. All right, next up we got Shikamaru. Shikamaru, who is the aide to Naruto, basically the brains of the operations, and for the past, I'll say maybe 12 chapters, he's been playing a pivotal factor in the Boruto. With him, when Code captured him, I believe it was all part of his plan to get intel for Code. So you can see why, Code, what was his plan and stuff. And also, he was trying to figure out who Code was talking to when he captured him. They realized it was his aide and all that stuff. And he always has a plan for everything. When you think that Shikamaru is taking an L, he's really not. He's thinking of tomorrow. What can I do next week? What can we do, for better, for this outcome, whatever's going to happen, all that stuff. And as of right now, with everything's going on, I think Shikamaru is probably going to be the next Hokage, with Naruto being out of the story for probably foreseeable future. For Shikamaru, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm going to put him in the A squad. Because he's been playing a big factor with everything that's going on in Boruto right now. If you guys disagree with me, tell me why. But unfortunately, guys, he belongs up there because as of right now, he's been able to, get the head step of Code and all that stuff when it comes to certain things. And as of right now, I got to put him at A. If you disagree, tell me why. Next up, we got Mitsuki. Mitsuki, who's sees Boruto as a brother. The son of Orochimaru, also has Sage Mode, and he doesn't use Sage Mode a lot because if he uses it a lot, he will deteriorate, which Orochimaru will have to fix him up again. And he really hasn't fought since the Boro arc, but everything's going on right now with Ada rewriting history, and now he's seeing Boruto as the enemy. Him activating Sage Mode, basically saying that he's intent to kill Boruto. That right there has been really good as well. And I feel like Mitsuki's going to play a big factor, possibly hunting down Boruto in the time skip. So, as of right now, Mitsuki, you're going with the B squad with Sadara. Like I said before, these two right here in the time skip can definitely be A tier characters. As of right now, they're on the cusp, but they're not there just yet. And then we got Amado. Amado. The man with many secrets. And we don't know his real true motives. He gives out little hints and details throughout the chapters and stuff. For the past, I think, 2 years he's been in here. He's, created, Pakaras. Also, also have passwords for everybody to shut him down. And 1 minute he's with the Kara. And I believe he manipulated his way to Kara the same way he manipulated his way to the Hidden Leaf. And then we finally see a reveal about, his daughter, and, using the car mark to try to bring her back to life. And even with that, even with him admitting that still, I feel like he still has a hidden agenda. And I personally feel like he is Shibai, which he explained is, the god of, I think he was the king of the Suskis and all that stuff. And if you look at the chin straps and all that stuff, it looks exactly the same as Amado. And I feel like, maybe in this chapter, like I said before in the prediction video, I feel like he, reveals who he truly is. And I feel like he is Shinbai, and then when he does do that, that right there is going to cause pure mayhem throughout the entire Boruto verse. So as of right now, Amado, you go in the A tier. But eventually, once you reveal your true secrets and all that stuff, he will be S tier. But for now, he will be A tier. Alright guys, so everybody who's viewing in, I appreciate you guys watching the video so far, down to the final 3. If you guys disagree with my rankings, comment below and tell me why you guys disagree with the rankings and all that stuff. And even though some characters are in the C, they can be a B in the time skip. Because, Himawari, possible, she's quote unquote the strongest in the hidden leaf. In time skip could jump to an S or even an A. Besides that, not really else. Besides that, D characters, I think Konohamaru stays at D even after the time skip as well too. He now is out the picture, dead. Metal Lee, I don't think they play a major factor in the time skip. No, Sai, over here simping over 8 and all that stuff. And Team 10, they could probably see maybe a C tier in the time skip. But comment below, guys. Let me know what you think about the rankings so far. We are down to the final 3. All right, Ada. Ada. Jigen asked to dispose of Ada and Damon because they were too strong for him, even to deal with. And I see why. I don't blame that man. Those two right now are a handful and very stressful. And Ada, if you're not in the Suski or a blood relative, you will fall under her spell. And everybody, if you look at her or whatever, she could cast into her spell and you will fall automatically in love with her. And that's it. And you have no attention to even her or nothing else. And she get her way with you for how long as she wants. Unfortunately, with that being said, she can never really know what true love really means because everybody's simping over her. And she doesn't know what it means. That's why she has so much love for Kawaki and all that stuff. And what she did in chapter 79, changing the trajectory of Boruto moving forward for life. And that kind of power she didn't even know she even had. And Momoshiki said that's right there is the power of a god. And I believe her powers probably came from a queen of Suski. Just how Shinbai is the king of Suskis. And that right there, her writing history was one of the craziest things in all of Naruto and Boruto verse. Where Kawaki is considered Boruto Uzumaki, the son of the Hokage, and Boruto, who is Kawaki, aka he is a Karma member now, an outsider, and the one who killed Naruto. For you doing some shit like that, I gotta put you in the S tier. Cause that right there was some truly crazy twist right there. And as you can tell, 3 out of 4 people in the S tier are Suskis. This tells you a lot how formidable the Suskis are in the Boruto verse. And next up, we got the final 2. The final 2. Kawaki. Since he's been introduced, has basically been the main protagonist in the series. Because ever since Kawaki has been in, we got really a lot of central heavy chapters for Kawaki. Question, why isn't there an F tier? D is the F tier. So Kawaki, Karma member. He has Ishiki's Karma mark. And Ishiki, his backstory, with Jigen whooping his ass for every goddamn day. Waking up, ass open, getting bullied by Cold. Him wanting to escape. Him finding, happiness in the Hidden Leaf because of Naruto. And mind you, with him never having no happiness and Naruto showing that compassion and love really made him obsessive. never knowing what true love is, and to the point where he's saying that anybody that would try to hurt Naruto, I will take him down. Do not care who it is. To the point where Momoshiki, took over Boruto's body, where he, took out Sasuke's eye. Kage right there was like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to take him down, because if he doesn't, he will hurt my beloved Naruto. And then when he one-shot Boruto to his chest, thinking that the job is done, Boruto comes back alive. And that right there bothered Kawaki so much, where he became obsessed with, like, I gotta take him down. There's no way I can keep him alive. To the point where he was like, you know what? I'm gonna kill every Asusuki in the world, and then he knows that Naruto will be free and happy. Until then, he sealed up Naruto and Hinata. Officially, quote unquote, killing the Hokage and the Hokage's wife. Until Ada rewrote history. While him going so crazy with, hiding Naruto and Hinata to another dimension, he goes after Boruto and gives him that infamous scar that we all thought of in the first episode. And then roles are reversed from Ada rewrote history, where, Kage's like, why couldn't it be somebody else that was dealing with the Momoshiki? Why can I be, the Hokage's son? Why it has to be Boruto? Why? And why can't it be me? And his dreams came true. He is now considered the son of the Hokage officially. That is some very obsessive Joe Yu type of shit, man. Like, I really think of that. That was really some wild shit that he did. Very obsessive. And as of right now, he's going to be living luxury life in the Hidden Leaf right now. Because now Boruto is considered the person that killed Naruto. And that right there is going to be truly sickening and crazy to watch moving forward for the next couple of years. And as we get the infamous fight on top of the Hokage statues as well too, with Boruto versus Naruto. And as right now, Kawaki. Hold on. Kawaki. S tier character. As right now, guys, comment below and let me know what you guys think about this ranking list. Also, appreciate everybody that's in here right now. Also, if you guys hit the like button to push it out more to YouTube, definitely would appreciate it. Besides that, we are down to the final last character, Boruto, the son who was Naruto's son, but now is officially the enemy now, and the man who had it all, the smarts, the power. Everything. So he decided, to join Sasuke and defeat Momoshiki, where he got the car mark. And Momoshiki said, defeating a god you will never be a regular human being again. Your life will completely change. And Momoshiki said, hey, your prophecy will come true where you will lose everything. The past 3 chapters of Boruto has been pure hell for Boruto. He lost his father and mother. He lost his right eye. History has been rewritten where he loses everything, including his friends and his family in the Hidden Leaf, where he becomes the number 1 fugitive in the entire world of killing Naruto. Like I said before, guys, Boruto is a quote-unquote reboot of Naruto. So as of right now, Boruto is going that route of Sasuke, becoming a rogue ninja, where he's going to have to escape, leave the village, and, be trained by somebody in the pursuit of coming back to Hidden Leaf to defeat Kawaki. As of right now, our boy Boruto has been through freaking hell the last few chapters. And as of right now, I just can't wait to see what's going to be the future of Boruto and what's going to happen with his character as well too. Like, is he going to lose the will to live? Like I said in my prediction video, where Momoshiki will take over his body for a little bit, just like Sukuna took over Megumi's body. And Boruto, what you've been through the last few chapters, I was going to put you at an A. But what you've been through the past 2 chapters, the 3 chapters, and everything that's going on with you, I gotta put you in S tier, because you're gonna be something special in a time skip. And I just can't wait for chapter 80, because I know chapter 80 is gonna be that deciding factor of what's gonna happen in the future. Because I believe at the end of chapter 80 is when we get the time skip. And it's just crazy how everything just changed for that kid, where he was living a luxurious life. And it's gone in a matter of a snap of a finger. So, like I said before, in my chapter 80 prediction, I said that Boruto will go through 3 battles. I think it's gonna be a battle centric chapter. First up, he'll fight Mitsuki because Mitsuki's still going after him. He'll take Mitsuki down, and then Konohamaru will pop up. Boruto will take down Konohamaru, and then the one that would hurt him the most when he has to fight Sasuke. That right there was definitely the one that he's gonna defeat him, and that right there, that's where he probably starts losing the will to live, and that's when Momoshiki takes over his body, and just takes over for a little bit. And I think the last part of the chapter is we get one final mini clash with Boruto versus Kawaki, and Borushiki is just whooping the living shit out of Kawaki right now. And before that happens, I believe that's when everybody from the Hidden Leaf jumps right in and tries to stop Boruto from killing Naruto's son, aka Kawaki Uzumaki. And from there we get the time skip. Because right now, chapter 80, that's what, it's been 6.5 years since the manga has started for Boruto. And I think it's time for that time skip. And I think it's coming in chapter 80. And I'll say maybe 3 to 4 years passes in the time skip, not 2 to 3. I think it's 3 to 4. But I want you guys, what you guys think about the ranking list. Do you guys agree with it? Is there something you don't agree with? But yeah, comment below. I'm gonna stay up for another maybe 5 minutes before I end the stream. Hopefully get some more comments in. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this ranking. I think it's pretty a good list and a fair list as well too. And there's a list of potential as well too for the time skip. Comes to Himawari, Sadara, Code, Kashikoji, and Mitsuki as well too. I think in time skip this whole group right here, maybe I don't think about Delta or AK Bronco. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of these right here can jump to an 8 tier. And Damon can definitely jump to an S tier, seeing his true power as well too. Sasuke, no Renegon, no arm. Amado, he probably reveals that he is Shibai, can jump to an S tier as well too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll stay up for a little bit more, maybe a few more minutes. Yeah, I had fun, guys. Just explaining, why I put these characters here. And the next ranking up I do will be a Black Clover with Spade Kingdom characters and the final arc characters as well too. Because I can't do all that. If I do all the arcs, that right there would just be, I'll be here forever. And also, I'm gonna do ranking of Indianapolis Colts team, from rankings from maybe 2004 to 2022. And also probably doing Eagles ranking as well too, from 2004 to 2022 as well too. Giving why this team was a B tier, or why this team was a S tier, or why this team was a C tier. We'll give our explanations why these teams were where they were. But if you guys have nothing to say, I appreciate everyone that was here, everybody who commented. I definitely had a lot of fun. And before we end this, guys, thank you so much. And also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Part of the Culture Gang. We talk about anime, sports, and everything as well too. And this is Culture Universe, baby.